Coming to you live from the Black Goat 39 studios, this is the Guru Talking Sports, episode 41 of the podcast. Now here's your host, Guru and Derrek B. Coming to you live from the Black Goat 39 studios, this is a special edition of the Guru Talking Sports podcast. Now, here's the Guru, Thank you. Oh, wow. Wait, cut it off right in the middle of it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. We're back again. All right. Only because you know who is not here, and guess what? We always have this situation. But anyway, thank you once again. Thank you. Oh, hello, sports fans, and welcome. Welcome to episode 41 of the Guru Talking Sports podcast. Oh, man, this is the Guru. I am the Guru. And without further delay, I want to introduce my co-host with the co-most, and I think you'll get the audience to clap again. Mr. Derrek B. Derrek B. There he is.
What's up, America? What's happening, bro?
Nothing man? Much, man. I guess the audience has just been acting up.
They acting how they want. If we had an executive producer here.
Yeah, executive producer doesn't show up.
He should have remained nameless.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Anyway, how are you? How's everything?
Man, I'm feeling good. I had a great Thanksgiving. Queen, she threw it down in the kitchen, bro.
There you go.
I ate and I slept and and got up another time for a little.
I agree.
Oh my goodness, I shouldn't eat plate.
I agree. The wife cooked, and we had a really good time, and it was pretty chill. We had a great Thanksgiving, and we're back ready to get back into the second half of the year for me, because these next 2 months we're going to be doing some big things, and believe me, Christmas time is coming. Yesterday was Black Friday, and it's almost that time. So anyway, like I said, we want to thank Ray Guru for that very, very good, touching introductions. And I'm sorry that we don't have our executive producer here today. And
he who shall remain nameless.
He's off today. He might be back next week, so we'll play it by ear right now.
We still love you, nephew. We still love you.
We always play it by ear with this guy, because I asked him last week, I said, how do you have a job and get paid and you don't work? I don't know, because he's family. Guess what?
It's my daddy.
Goaty is here. Hi, Goaty. He's in the background. He's He's being quiet. He's full of turkey too, aren't you, Goaty?
Oh boy, I know he's over there stuffed like a yard bird.
He is full of turkey as well. Alrighty, now we are going to go right into opening arguments, and we got a few things that we're going to discuss in opening arguments. And like I said, I hate to say it, but we have Taps back again this week, and there's a couple people on there. In this situation, we have one living and one who have passed. So we're going to give taps out a little bit later. But right now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bang the gavel and give Mr. Derrek B the floor for opening arguments. Right, Goody? Opening arguments start right now. Opening arguments are now open, and Mr. Derrek B, you have the floor.
Man, can we just talk about this whole situation going on in my hometown? My Ravens, Thanksgiving night game was canceled. They changed it. And some more people. I mean, we got people. This is real. Wear your mask. Cover up. Do what you got to do. Stay 6 feet. We're not going to get back to reality or anything that you thought was a normalcy until we start doing this. I mean, it's our starting quarterback, running back, lineman. Bro, it's crazy, man.
What is it that people just can't understand about wearing a mask and washing your hands? It's the simplest thing to do. Only thing you got to do, wash your hands.
Basic home training.
It's home training, exactly.
Basic home training.
And speaking of which, before we go into, we get the picks done and all like that, I want to ask you a question. Right. Why was there two bad teams, or actually two bad teams hosting NFL's Thursday Thanksgiving games? I don't understand this.
Would you happen to be talking about that game before the Ravens game that was supposed to be played? The one that's played in Jerry's World, the one that's, America's team, the one that they play every year, the one that...
I think that basically Detroit and Dallas, we need to revisit those games because, honestly, I don't want to see great football. I just want to see decent football.
But really?
Decent football. That's all I ask for. Hey, did you read my tweet that I put out there a couple days ago?
Both teams lost. What was that? Which one?
My tweet is this. Okay. I shouted out a tweet, and it was, my rules for Thanksgiving is simple. Sit down, eat, don't ask questions, and don't bother me while I'm watching football games. But then again, you could have bugged me while I was watching football games because both of those games were terrible. They're horrible. They're horrible. I usually have a thing about watching Thanksgiving football.
Stephen A. Smith on a Friday morning.
Yes.
He was in full, man. He was in, like I like to say, he was full Donald Duck.
Totally livid.
Everything below the waist. He just had a shirt on. He was just giving it to him. I was just like, come on, like, man. I'm not even gonna get on y'all, cowgirl.
I can't believe this. This is
y'all got beat by a team that shall remain nameless.
Exactly.
And they made y'all look first person since Randy Moss as a rookie that scored 3 touchdowns in your world.
Yep.
In Jerry's world.
But you gotta look at it this way. Washington has now the inside track on winning that terrible division. And who would ever thought that Washington could be a contender? New York Giants, if they win on
Whoever
Sunday,
wins 6 games. In
six games is going to be the deciding factor.
And it's sad to say, I keep hearing the dude from ESPN that the tie is going to win that division. It's going to come down to like all of them going to have 6 wins, and that tie is going to win. It's going to be something like that.
But I think that Washington, if they can maintain, I really think it might be down to the Giants of Washington. I can't see Philadelphia or Dallas winning that division. They just, especially what I've seen with Dallas on Thursday night, they're just
horrible.
They are just horrible.
Horrible. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Well,
y'all suck.
Exactly. Now, I wanted to mention something. I'm going to move to college football right quick. Now, we were watching some of the games. Now, my boys, Ohio State, were canceled this week because of the COVID, and they have got to do something. I mean, it's so many cancellations. I can't even keep up with it. I know that
You flying people in and out of states.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, indeed.
Just stop the madness. Just stop. Like, you can't do this. You can't do this.
And then we got teams that are playing. They're going to scramble around to call other teams to see if they can play. You know, and it's just a mess. This is really a mess, and they're really going to have to oversee this or take another look at this when it comes down to the season next year. It's going to be a mess. One good thing did happen on today when we was watching. I was watching college football. Vanderbilt did something that no team has ever done in major college football. They employed the first female kicker, and I did see her when she did kick off. Her name was Sarah Fuller.
No, she was not on the bench. No, she just wasn't on the roster. No, it wasn't no political thing. No, they were in a bind, and they had no other choice. And not that she just couldn't, she was okay, we're just going to throw out there. She actually can kick, dude.
Yeah. I seen her when she kicked off, and she rolled it down the field. But you know what? I look at it this way: it's a giant step for women. I mean, I think she was a soccer player as well. So she's good. I mean, I got to give it to her.
So the coach couldn't find anybody on his team that could do the same thing.
Probably not, because Vanderbilt, they got smoked today by Missouri. They lost by 41 points. But,
there you go.
Like I said, Vanderbilt, I got to give them credit. I got to give them big props because they did it.
Yeah, but you got to give her an opportunity to kick a field goal, people. Score something, give her a field goal, extra point, something.
Exactly. All right, now it's time. It's about that time. We are going to go directly because we know that Detroit was going to blow that game, and we knew that we gotta give big props to the two teams that were road teams. They came in and they kicked both of their home teams' asses. So I gotta give them credit. So, but now we're gonna go to the picks of the week. Week. All right.
Shut up, bro.
Do you want me to tell you?
We're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about last week. That's in the past.
All right.
Next.
Guru was 13. What was it? 12-0 last week.
Of course.
Caden Guru was 5-7.
See what happened when he is around?
Yeah.
He shall remain there.
Yeah, and I was surprised.
Putting that wizardry up on there.
I was really surprised that he did pick the Browns to beat Philadelphia. I was shocked. I was really shocked because I knew that was going to happen anyway. And,
sometimes brains over feelings.
Exactly. Okay. Now let's go. Let's go. We'll start off with my Las Vegas Raiders, who, took a fall last week. And I'm actually watching the replay of this. They did show me something last week. They can't give Mahomes that much time left on the clock. They are a 3-point favorite versus the Atlanta Falcons in this game. Who do you got? I'm going with the Raiders, like usual. I am not going against my Raiders. Who do you got?
Because the Falcons can't keep a lead.
Yeah, I know. They can come from ahead to lose that game. So, who you got?
I'll go with the Raiders.
Raiders. All right. Now, Arizona is a 2-point favorite over New England. Now, New England, I don't know what is going on with New England. They lose games they're supposed to win. They win games they're supposed to lose. So, Arizona, I like them. I'm going to take Arizona with the 2 points in New England.
No, you already know where I'm going, bro. I told you, watch out for them Cardinals, yo.
All right.
I've been telling you all year.
All right. Do you think New England will cover?
It's what, 2 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they'll cover? At home.
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if not, then y'all need to change the boat and fold that whole situation.
Exactly. All right. The New York Giants are a 6-point favorite versus Cincinnati. And the biggest news from this past week, we lost Joe Burrow. And believe me, I lost Joe Burrow on both of my fantasy teams. But I did replace him with one team. I have Phillip Rivers and I have Tua. And the other one, I picked up Kirk Cousins. I probably won't play Kirk Cousins because he's just a backup and I needed a quarterback. So I'm definitely going with the Giants in this game. They should be able to win this game. No problem.
I won Giants. That's pretty much. I was hoping to see Burrow versus, Danny Boy, but just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Hey, get well soon, man. Burrow, man, I know you're going to come back better, yo.
I like Joe Burrow, and I really appreciate, him being a competitor. He's really a good competitor. Now, this is a no-brainer. Cleveland is a 7-point favorite over Jacksonville. Jacksonville, they're just playing out the string now, and Cleveland's going to cover that game probably by 14 points. I'm going with Cleveland.
Man, Browns, if y'all lose this one, y'all terrible.
Yeah, and they shouldn't lose this game at all.
Y'all should reevaluate that whole situation.
All right, Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite versus Carolina. Now, Carolina did show up last week and with their backup quarterback. Yeah, they did.
I told you. And they got the dude from the XFL. This guy's like this in his professional career, he's undefeated between the XFL and last week, yo.
That's pretty good.
Now, what's your name? Josh something?
Miller or something like that.
I'm sorry, I don't know your name, dude. I'll know it next week, but yeah, that dude, he's undefeated in his professional career. I mean, I know it's you can say what you want, but I think it's like 8 games, 6-8 games.
All right, now in this game, I'm going to take Carolina because Minnesota, I don't know what they're Jekyll and hiding right now, and I don't know what they're going to do. So I'm definitely going to go with Carolina, and I think Bridgewater is back. And I think Christian McCaffrey is back. Is McCaffrey back?
Not yet. I don't think so, but don't quote me on it. I'm taking the Vikings, man.
Are you taking the Vikings?
Yep.
Oh, here was the first one that we disagreed on. Okay. New Orleans is a 14-point favorite versus Denver. And Denver has no quarterback. Royce Freeman and I think Troy Patrick are the designated backup quarterbacks. All three of their quarterbacks, Blake Bortles, Drew Luck, and Ripien, all three of them are not playing. Huh?
I'm just going to read something to you real quick to explain that.
All right, go ahead.
Drew Luck, Ripien, Blake Bortles, all ineligible.
Okay. That's enough said. Enough said.
They can't even play.
They can't play. Okay. I'm taking New Orleans. Ain't no brainer on that one. Who you taking?
That's
New Orleans?
All three. That's your whole quarterback group.
Yeah. They're a 14-point favorite too.
Let's see. And let's see. Drew's not back. 4:00 game is at Denver. This gonna be my potluck pick. I'm going with the Broncos, yo.
You going with the Broncos?
Yep.
All right, I got New Orleans.
At Denver, it's gonna be cold. They outside.
Yeah, they tried. They lucked up last week.
Taysom Hill and it's not like they got a bona fide starter either.
Yeah, well, Taysom Hill is better than a backup, a quarterback and a wide receiver, or a running back and a wide receiver that's going to play quarterback. So you got a quarterback in a switchblade. Yeah, exactly. All right, now Tennessee is going and playing Indianapolis, and Indianapolis is a 3-point favorite. It's hard for me to pick Indianapolis because I know they won last week and they shouldn't have won, but in overtime, I'm going to have to go with Indianapolis. I have to take Indianapolis over Tennessee. Tennessee, I like them, but
has anybody noticed that this man, Mr. Phillip Rivers, I do not curse, I will say gosh darn all day long, has been getting better and better and better by the week. He started out throwing all kind of interceptions. He started, this defense has held him down, like legit. They got a legit defense,
Yeah, indeed.
So I'm as much as I want the Titans, they don't look as strong as they were.
Yeah.
They look like they kind of keep tinkering. It's kind of one of the things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly. Run Derrick Henry 30, 40 times a game.
Exactly.
And then run the play action off of that. If you do that, I guarantee I ain't even no political, the statistics dudes, but I can tell you that you have a high probability to win right there. Yeah. A good defense, and you got Derrick Henry running. He gets stronger as the game goes on. It's proven. So, but yeah, with that being said, I'm still going with the Colts.
Colts? Okay. Now, I do have a guest here today, and he has something to say. What is it? Vince Lombardi. Hey, Vince Lombardi. Glad that you could join us. I know that.
Glad you can join us tonight.
Vince Lombardi said, what the hell's going on out here? Because we don't know. I don't know. Some of these teams are just playing around, and I don't get it. All right, now the next game we're going to go to is Buffalo and the L.A. Chargers. I was getting ready to say Clippers because I see this LAC. Buffalo is a 4.5-point favorite. I like the Chargers. I write for the Chargers, but I can't pick the Chargers right now. Buffalo is a better team. I'm going with Buffalo.
Mr. Allen,
Yep.
Josh Allen, better watch out for him. That dude, he might, when it's all said and done, he might be in the MVP vote.
All right. You got Buffalo?
Yeah, I'm rolling Buffalo.
Okay. Miami's a 6.5-point favorite over the New York Jets. The Jets will not win this game. I don't think they will win any game. Miami dropped their losing. They picked up their first loss last week, and they broke their winning streak. Yeah. So we're going to go.
They got Fitzmagic playing tomorrow.
All right. So Miami's 6.5-point favorite. Well, I'm going with Miami.
Yeah, I'm definitely going.
All right.
Yeah, if you pick the Jets, you dumb. You want to make a payday.
Do you think the Jets will cover? That's the question. Seriously, do you think the Jets will cover? No, I don't think so either. All right, enough said. All right, Rams are a 7-point favorite over San Francisco. San Francisco, I don't know if Jimmy G is playing in that game, but I know one thing. The Rams defense is the number one defense in the NFL, and they will hold whoever they got running back there. I am going with the Rams.
In the words of the immortal, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Rams.
All
right. Seattle on Monday night is a 5.5-point favorite over Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I got bad news for you. You got a stretch of games coming up here where you're not going to win. And it starts right now. Well, it started last week with Cleveland. And it's going to start again with this one. And guess what? I'm going to take Seattle in this game. Who you got?
Yeah, of course. I'm going Seattle.
All right. The big game I'm going to leave for last. But Green Bay on Monday night is an 8-point favorite over Chicago. Chicago is not who we thought they were. Is that right, Vince? Yeah, what the hell's going on out there with Chicago? Huh? Trubisky's starting. Green Bay, and is Chicago going to cover this game? My question. Yes or no?
9.5 versus the Packers.
No.
I'm going all day with the bad man.
All right. Okay. This game was supposed to be played on Thursday night. This game was supposed to be played tomorrow afternoon. Now this game is slotted for Tuesday. Pittsburgh is a 5.5-point favorite over Baltimore. I know you're going to pick Baltimore, right?
Man.
with Lamar out, and
I'm only gonna pick it. I'm only gonna pick it because I am a home team, but I gotta go with the team up north.
Yeah,
but I'm going with I'm going with my Ravens.
You going with your Ravens?
Even though I know we're gonna lose, I'm going with my Ravens.
I'm sorry. This time, I told you, I cannot see with no Lamar and RG3 playing. I can't go.
It just might happen. James Conner just tested positive today, so that means they got stuff going on up there. Even though they've been chirping about what we going down here. So we ain't got Lamar, we ain't got no starting running backs, we ain't got no starting this, no starting that. But you know what? RG3 gonna go out there and say, you know what? This is what we got. So let's go, Flock. Stand behind your team in a time of need. Even though I'm doing these picks, and this could determine my season or something like that, as far as being positive and negative. But you know what? You always got to stand by your home team. Always. Let's go, Ravens.
All right. You got the Ravens. I got that team. Oh, gosh. I hate to say it, but I got that team. Okay, the big game of the week. Kansas City is a 3.5-point favorite versus Tampa Bay. Now we got Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. Right? And
yeah.
I'll let you go first on this one. Who do you like in this one?
Between all of the beefing that Bruce Arians and Tampa Tom going through right now, even if they were on the same page, I still don't think they could do anything with the Chiefs. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bucs got a damn good defense, a really good defense. Kansas City 3.5. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think once again, Mr. Magic Man, Mr. Patrick Mahomes is going to show you what it's about. It's going to come down and hit the ball in his hand like it always do, and he's going to run them down there. They're going to score. He's going to say thanks to the GOAT. Have a good night and walk home.
All right, don't give this guy that much time. That's the only thing I can say. I am going with Kansas City because, to tell you the truth, they are the best team in football right now, and there's no way that I don't see them losing anytime soon. Not unless they get a chance to play the Raiders in the playoffs, and the Raiders
They don't want no part of the Raiders.
Raiders don't want no part of them. All right. Now, we're done. And like I said, good luck this week because, to tell you the truth, I just don't see Seattle losing that game to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, like I said, they have a stretch where they're going to be coming up on, where they're going to be losing a lot of games. And that basically is going to push them out of the picture for the title. And Dallas, they're done. Dallas is nowhere near it. And it's going to come down to either Washington football team or the New York Giants. I can't believe that I'm actually saying this. Now, a guy that I listen to in the morning times, he said basically the Giants are going to waltz in.
I'm going to say it for you. Nope. I'm going to tell you. And as a Baltimore fan, I hate that team to the north, and I hate that team to the
South.
way y'all over there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you right now. Defense wins championships. Compare defenses. Compare the Giants versus dude, they got 5 number 1 picks on the starting defensive line and one of them is Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young.
The Washington team.
I like Chase Young.
And then you got
Where'd he come
Alex
from?
Smith.
Ohio State.
Alex Smith, who is not by any means a bad quarterback. He's just coming back from a huge injury.
Yeah.
And he's getting better every week. Daniel Jones, he's a quarterback that nobody knew about. They took a chance. But that dude, Judge, he got that coach for the Giants. He got them boys playing. So you can do apples to oranges with the Giants and the Washington team. But man, 5 number 1 picks on the front line, and dudes. I think it's going to come down to Washington and New York.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a damn good game. I think it's going to be a slobber knocker.
All right. I tell you what, next week This is what we're going to do next week. We're going to redo our picks for the divisions. Now that we've seen this is going into
how
what
everything been panning out.
Yeah, how everything has been panning out. We're going to see who do you think is going to basically get in. Now, I know that they might have eight slots now for the playoffs. I don't know, 7 or 8 or whatever. But now, who would you say would be, just in general, the 3 playoff teams, wild card teams in the AFC, right off, right? Who would you say?
Like three definites?
3 definite wild card teams right now.
Kansas City.
Wild card. I mean, Kansas City is actually basically won their division.
Wild card?
Yeah.
It's going to come down to probably the Ravens. Colts and Bills.
All right. Bills are probably going to win that division. I'm thinking the Raiders, the Browns, and
right, but you got to look at how that's all going to fall out. They might win the division, but that don't mean they're going. You know what I'm saying? It might be. You got to remember, Baltimore and Pittsburgh. That's two out of one division right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying this here. Let's say Pittsburgh won a division. Baltimore could be the wild card team. I'm looking at just basically right now, just right now, wild card teams. Who do you think out of the AFC? I like Baltimore, Cleveland, and I probably would say Miami, because we already know basically who's going to win the divisions. We know that Buffalo's going to win the East. Pittsburgh's going to win the North. We don't know who's going to win the South, and we definitely know Kansas City's going to win the West. So I would say those 3 teams right off.
You got the Raiders. You got Miami. You got
and you got to remember, Cleveland is above Baltimore right now. No, Chargers are done.
Carolina. No, not Carolina. What's the other team down there? What is it? The Colts?
Yeah, Colts. See, that's a toss-up between the Colts and Titans.
Probably like the Broncos or something might pop in there.
I don't know. Broncos are 3rd in their division.
Yeah, but they only got beat out Jacksonville and the other trash that is the AFC.
Yeah. All right. Now in the NFC, who do you like? Right now, I would say the Rams, because I think Seattle will win the West. I can't even pick anybody out of the North, because I know Green Bay is going to win that division. The South, I probably would say Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Either one of those 2 is going to win the division. One of those teams is going to be a wild card, and we know that there's no team out of the East that's going to, be a wild card team. I probably would say the Rams, Seattle, Arizona, probably. Rams, Seattle, Arizona, one of those.
About the Cardinals at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, well, the Cardinals got a good chance. All right, now we are done. And now we do have a tap session, and here we go. We have to talk about taps. All right, we have to say goodbye to Diego Maradona, one of the greatest soccer players of all time. Played with Argentina, led them to the 1986 World Cup, and we have to say goodbye to Mr. Maradona. Great legend, one of the greatest legends. He was 60 past this week, and Pele said that maybe one day we could play ball in the sky. And my second taps is to Matt Patricia and the GM of the Detroit Lions, who finally made the right decision. Tapping them out was the best thing they could probably do, because guess what? They were terrible. Now, what do you think? You know what? That serves them right, basically. Now, I don't know.
At least y'all had the gumption to do it in the beginning of the year and just say, you know what, this is trash right now.
But you know, right?
Like the product that's on the field.
But you know,
I give upper management I thank you for stopping it. Thank you.
But you had to do it right after Thanksgiving. It was good though. I'm glad they finally did it. What
do you do after Thanksgiving? You only have leftovers for how long? 2 days.
Yeah, clean house. You gotta clean house. Literally clean house, right?
Holla at you when I smile at you.
Okay. All right, we're done. All right, I gotta give out the particulars.
Particulars.
Oh man, that was funny. I know I shouldn't have put Matt Patricia in taps, but I had to. That was funny.
Rest in peace to your whole career. Go back.
And to tell you the truth, I don't think he'll never get another coaching job.
Go back to the Belichick tree.
He won't get another coaching job. Okay.
Either that or go down to Tennessee and be the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Well, Jacksonville's looking for one of those too. Yeah. The Jets, Giants.
I said go to Tennessee. I ain't say Jacksonville.
Jets. All right. Well, you can follow us, like I said, on social media. Follow us on YouTube, the Guru Talk of Sports Show on YouTube. Guru's Daily Shorts on Facebook. The Guru OS 39 on Instagram. Our Gmail address for me and Derrek B is guruDailyShorts@gmail.com. We love your comments, your feedback, and all your questions that you have to ask us. On Twitter, I'm at GOAT39. Goaty, there he is. He's at BlackGoat39 on Twitter. And like I said, you guys can follow us wherever podcasts are available. Spreaker is the main vessel that we come out of. Pod Chasers, Podcast Addicts, Podcast App, Spotify, Deezer, Google Podcasts, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Geo7, Podomatics, and like I said, the big one we really appreciate is Apple iTunes. We got to give big props and shout outs to Mr. Jeff Duarte, Big Cheese, over at Cali Sports News. I appreciate you. Thank you. And like I said, I've been having, some times here, so I will be back to definitely cover the Chargers losing to the Bills. And I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be objective, right? Mr. Damian Adams, a real, I know I'm supposed to be, but call it like you see it. All right. Damian Adams, the Real Deal with Damian Adams podcast. We appreciate you. Now we got some new guys that follow us on our hip hop guys. Now check this out. Mr. Jeff Shepard, Happy the Original Pioneer, Reggie Reg, King Charlie Prince, Danny Rivera. Danny Rivera was in a cut years ago, the Disco Dream Meme Machine. Really appreciate that. And then, like I said, I remember that cut. My man Positive K, remember him? He had a duet with MC Light, I Got a Man. Appreciate your friendship.
Man got to do with me.
Exactly. Positive K, we appreciate you. And also, the main man, we really give you big props and really, really much respect, Mr. Cool Kyle Starchild, the original Starchild. Appreciate you. That I did mention Reggie Reg, King Charlie Prince. I did mention that. Okay. Now, the particulars also credits go to the staff. Caden Guru, the executive producer, board op, who is not here again. Vinny V is our executive technical advisor. Mr. Ray Guru is our music engineer and music man. We appreciate you and the introductions. Dante Guru is a show advisor. And my co-host with the co-most, Mr. Derrek B, I appreciate you. Thank you. You are always my co-host with the co-most. And
always a pleasure, bro. Always a pleasure, man.
We are... This has been a Black Goat production for Black Goat Entertainment. 2020, all rights reserved. We don't steal from nobody. We always ask permission. And like I said, we're always freeway close. We're always around. And we are always on. We give props where props is earned. And we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Got anything before you get out here? And Goldie does have something for us, too. Right,
Goldie? Be safe this holiday weekend, people. Remember Christmas coming up. Don't spend all your money.
Exactly. Now, I wanted to say, I didn't get a chance to say this last week, but I wanted to say, I hope you guys have a good and happy, safe Thanksgiving. And, I know Thanksgiving was a couple days ago, but, we still give you guys, we still appreciate you guys listening to the podcast and joining us every week. And we try to do something silly, try to do something funny, and we talk about things that, are up on the up. But anyway, like I said, we're going to get out of here. But my man Goldie does have some music. And what do you got for us, Goldie? Do you know? Oh, from thinking about that, he doesn't know anything. Anyway, we got a couple minutes. You want to say anything else, Derek?
Oh, man. Hey, Ravens, get it together. Let's be safe. Come on. We got to play this game. We got to beat that team up north. To the kids out there, keep pushing them through. I know the first report cards came out, so a lot of y'all sitting at home right now, listening right now, and that's why y'all listen. But hey, keep going. Be safe. Be educational. Be smart. And just do what you gotta do, man. It's different time, different place, different era. We all trying to figure this out. So help the next person out. Make sure you're looking out for the elderly. Your parents, your grandparents, stuff like that. Call people, say hi, check on them.
All right, we're out of here. Hey, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the football, and we will see you next week for episode 42 of the Guru Talking Sports Podcast. Later, y'all, and here we got some who? Big Daddy Kane. All right, Big Daddy Kane. Appreciate you. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane. We appreciate you. Hopefully, we'll get you on the show one day. Later.
Send this out to New York City. Can't forget the posse down in Philly. Also in Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, GA. Sending this out to Miami, Tampa, can't forget Virginia, North Carolina, LA and Oakland, and the rest of the world. And throw a little something like this. Let it rain. Put the pain with nothing to gain under the rap of Kane. Cause you can't maintain, I drain every brain and leave a same flame to remain in my lane or pass the road until the next episode that the BIGDADDY explode. Just like a bomb in Vietnam, so hit the alarm or be funky like an underarm and allow. Here's your how, the microphone you flow. Now, the competition bow to me like a Buddha, the teacher, the tutor. They come a dime a dozen, but they can't look cuter. And I ain't about that slouch of the crabbing, so save it. Cause that's one thing I ain't having. Because the purpose I serve is for pleasure. Rhyme for easier, like milk and magnesia. So bust a pimp without a limp, and I crush any whip that will try to attempt to get loose. I put a boost in you to show the